Okay, it's 5:01, we'll call the audit committee meeting. Looks like we're only missing this term. So we just need to review the minutes from the November 4th of 2025.
So,
We have a motion by Leslie and a second by Will. All in favor? So moved. So our main topic, I had spoken with Miss Amy. It's been quite a few months ago, but we were starting to look at some different policies, just basically to kind of audit can review policies and get some clarity. If it needs to go to personnel, it can go to personnel depending on what the policy is, or any others. So the one that we're wanting to look at is mainly on travel. And it's just that it's a little old, so there's been some verbiage changed in it, just basically adding Uber and Lyft to some of it. Of course, you know, you have those or ride shares. And then let me get to my pages, guys, sorry. Should have just tapped it. On page 8 of that policy, we were looking, do we want to leave this in here or do we think it needs to be removed?
have we ever done that?
We have not. I would actually remove it. That's gonna be a really sticky situation if people really start using it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's something we've never done. I'd be honest with you.
To me, I mean, I could maybe understand it if you were flying or, you know, I mean, we don't, not on a basis with the county, we would have somebody that would be flying to like a conference or something like that. I mean, I might could understand if you were flying somewhere, you needed a per diem, stuff, you know, stuff like that. But in our situation, I don't know of it happening. If it did, it would probably be the mayor, and I don't.
In the past 10 years that I've been here, we've had, I'll say 3 employees that had to use their phone. One being.
We need to card.
Right.
Right.
And that's the other thing. We have a county credit card that we can check out to the employee. That's not.
Right.
Then there's no reason for this business.
I don't think there is.
I make a motion to remove it from the policy.
Like,
We have a motion by Leslie and a second by Chris to remove
The section.
travel advances from page 8 of this policy. All in favor? No. So moved. Is there anything else in this policy that anyone sees that?
there were a couple of things I made notes on, just, page 4,
Okay.
second graph from the bottom, after the weekends or holidays, before they use or track and model from the residence destination.
Okay, let's go. Page 4, what bullet?
C3.
Thank you.
Just that the wax in on weekends or holidays before they reimburse back from off from the residence to the destination. To me, that just seemed, you know, I mean, I understand why, I understand even if it's opportunity, kind of, well, was this a holiday or was this weekend? To me, just, let's just have it be from their, whatever, that's the mileage, less of the mileage from the destination, regardless of whether, what day of the week.
It's more to the point. Something less that you have to think about when you And now,
Yeah, and plus, you know, it's not, you know, it's not like it's gonna be that much of a difference if you're. You know, what-
I think there is one instance in particular that there's a lot of mileage on a daily basis. Judicial commissioners. I don't think that's gonna be an issue, whether you keep it in there or remove it. Not all employees live in the county, but there's a good handful that live outside. It does help on, as Mr. Dennis said, the overthinking of it.
Mhm.
Like I said, that's why. That was sort of the I said, whatever y'all decide to do is fine. Y'all want to keep it a report, start that hard.
What's everybody's thoughts?
I don't mind either way.
yeah, maybe.
I don't think it's gonna be a big,
I mean, if we're making other changes, then fine. Do you have other things that you had worked out?
Just a couple, there was, it was on page. It's on pages 5 and 8, both. Page 5, item, ground transportation, item 4, this is going to be approved by the budget director. Do we have a defined, you know, as to who that is?
The budget director,
that's Amy.
Well, I mean, is that her actual title?
that is part of my
Mhm.
official title.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay, please. Okay, and the only other thing,
Page 8, you said?
yes, yeah, just the same kind of thing, or budget director, I
Mhm.
want to make sure that was clarified who that was, so, fine. Only other thing I had, page 7. Meals and incidentals, item number 7, on-site fee, internet, I'm assuming that should be free.
I would assume
I
that,
would,
but
I would include that.
do you think it's supposed to, that's a typo, you think?
I believe it is. I think it should be on-site free internet access shall be utilized with.
Yeah, yeah, because the reason like on-site pay for internet, so. well, I figured that was, but
Yeah, because it goes on, however, may allow one charge per day if it's determined for training.
that's all I have.
So. Do we feel that this needs to go, would this need to go to another committee, Amy, do you think? Or with just these minimal changes, can we just send this straight to the commission?
Honestly, let me have Renee do kind of a couple of scenarios with it to make sure we got all of our i's dotted.
Okay.
And then, if she's not finding anything, I'm all for sending it to commission.
Okay. So we'll just let Renee review it from just these little changes that we've made, which I think it's basically just that one, the one big one, and then, or eliminating that one clause over travel and, just that one correction.
And then I don't have a problem taking out that last sentence in C3 if Renee thinks it needs to be taken out, I don't. Or if it, I mean,
She is kind of the master at policies, especially when it comes to travel, but she's done it for so many years. I rely on her quite a bit.
Okay. Let's just let her review it and we can go from there.
We'll give it a conditional approval and
Yes, we can. So if you want to, would you like to make a motion with that?
yeah, I'll move to give it conditional approval, assuming that it meets Renee's standards.
She'll love them.
Okay. And second by Leslie, all in favor? So that was basically, there are some other policies, Miss Amy and I have discussed, which we're not going, I won't bring them up right now because we haven't had time to get those where we need them to be. But that is pretty much, is there any other business that anybody would like to discuss regarding audit? No, I say audit.
This is coming up pretty quick, isn't
What's that?
it? Oh,
Audit is completed. I cannot release any, conclusions from it until it is officially, released by the council. But I can say that we did well.
Awesome. Thank you, because a lot of it goes back to you. Does anybody else have any other items to discuss? We have no public comments, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So,
Second.